Hey, so GSEs sell off $30 billion worth of non-performing assets. What does that mean? Today's REO of the week, Wednesday's distressed sale of the week, Mountain View home of the week, and San Jose market snapshot. What's going on in San Jose? Inventory still sucks. Let's get into it. All right. E sells off $30 billion worth of assets. Now, these are non-performing assets. And what is a non-performing asset? That's like a pre-foreclosure. Pre-foreclosure is somebody that has not made their mortgage payments in X amount of days, right? When it gets sold off, it's past the 120 day, which is 4 months. So there's a growing number of houses that are not performing mortgages. People have lost their jobs, but it's not as alarming as you think, at least not yet. Now, $30 billion is a lot of money. And when I went to my lenders and Ryan Lundquist, they also said that it's nothing really to be concerned about, mostly because it's general information. Average delinquency for these pools are from 1 to 6 years. Fannie Mae has also sold off 112,000 loans, almost 113,000 loans worth $20 billion. And then Freddie Mac sold off 50,000 loans worth up to $9 billion. That's about the 30 billion mark, right? With an average LTV of 90%. New York, Florida, New Jersey accounted for 40% of the enterprise's loans that were 1 year or more delinquent as of December 31st. Now, why aren't it going forward with the foreclosure process? There's a lot of new legal rigmarole that the banks have to go through. There's a lot of reports last time, 2008, that banks would just repossess your house, and you didn't pay, too bad, we'll take it from you, and you don't have a choice. There was also this process of shadow inventory. We talk about it with the automotive market, and what we had in 2012, we also had a shadow inventory of houses that weren't being foreclosed at that time. So this is something you should keep an eye on, specifically because we don't know where this is going to land, right? This might just level off. It might shoot back up. Going to this slide, which we talked about a lot earlier this week, we have 3 of them that you can look at, but this is the one that's most important. We have very few of them in the foreclosure process right now, as opposed to 2008 right? There was a lot and they shattered out, and then COVID happened and people just stopped making payments. The banks had to work with those people that were not making payments, and a lot of them made good. There's some that are struggling. This is one of the things that you need to keep an eye on, along with the automotive market, the credit card industry, and the healthcare market. This is where I'm most comfortable in. Sometimes I delve into those other industries just to get a flavor so you can see the 500-foot view of what's going on and where we're going to land, if we're going to land. These are just statistics. Statistics are there to make people feel comfortable. Today's REWTF of the week. Yeah, so a lot of these houses that are being built today are being built as quickly as possible and with the least amount of money and care. When you do buy a house, make sure you have a real estate agent help you walk through the process, because those people working out of the garages and the offices of the houses, they're not there to protect you. They're there to sell houses for their client, which is the seller. So we have a process to protect you. Make sure that you look at stuff like this with a fine-tooth comb, and before you close, that all of the stuff is fixed. I send out these things from Cy Porter, an inspector down in Arizona, all this stuff. So it's happening more and more. If you buy a brand new house, bring your agent with you, because there's a process that we use to protect you. Okay, this is bank-owned property of the week. Look at this thing. This is a beauty, right? $1.69 million, been on market 13 days. This one's going to sell fast. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,700 square feet, built in 1999. It's a nice looking house. Looks like it's on a hill. That might be on the other side. I'll take a look at where this is in a minute. So it's a nice looking house, right? Yeah, see, I told you it was on a hill. It's cheesy looking. Have a nice shower. I might move into this thing. This is nice. Nice broken. Don't forget, this is a bank-owned property. What you buy is what you can do inspections, but don't expect these sellers, these bank-owned. Nice photo right there. Peekaboo. It's in all the reflections. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nice view. It's nice. The only problem is it's in Alum Rock. I'm just not a big fan of that area. So it looks like you're getting into the hills. See if I can go to, that's a little finger of a road right there. Looks like the valley. So yeah, hustle and bustle. Looks like you're away from the crazy parts. That Silver Creek right there. So yeah, I might go do a walkthrough of that. That'd be fun to do. All right, this is the Mountain View home of the week. Looked at it a couple of weeks ago, and it's just not selling because it's overpriced. When you list a price, you listen to your agent and you list it below the market, and you attract buyers. You overprice your house, and you try to become a market maker. And it really depends on the strategy that your agent is working. When you overprice a house, it tends to sit on the market. This one's been on market 20 days. It's obviously overpriced since there's probably not a lot of traffic, right? If you have 30 or 40 or 50 people looking through your house, it's going to sell. So there you go. Okay. My suggestion to them is list it lower, attract the buyers, have multiple offers, and bid it back up. Buyers control the sales price, not the seller. San Jose, February 4th, we had 56 houses on market over 40 days. 31 of those are on market over 31 days. Bank owned in Santa Clara County. Around the Bay Area, we have 57 houses. We only have 3 or 4 bank owned properties in San Jose. Right now, San Jose only has 165 homes for sale. We need to have 600, 700, 800. We're so far below where we need to be. That number's not ticking up. It actually came down from last week. We need this to get up there as quickly as possible. Now, maybe March, April, May, when our selling season changes, that might be a problem. I think we're going to still be struggling around 200 during our selling season. Last week, we only had 45 closes. How many agents do we have in this market? We only had 90 on average per week, compared to a couple of years ago in 2020, it was 1,200 closes a week. So you look, in 2020, we had 1,000 closes per week in the Bay Area, right? And in the Bay Area, we had 1,200 closes a week on average in 2000. San Jose, it was a lot higher than 35, 37 per week. That's low. We're still seeing houses go up over list price because people are smartly listing their properties below houses. However, we still have some houses that are sitting on market for a lot longer than what they should. Days on market is 27. We have 63 pendings this week. We're almost 40% of the inventory is being consumed right away. There's no reason to not sell your house because there's demand right now. Rates go up, there's going to be a stall in the market, but we'll see what happens. Today we talked about GSEs selling a $30 billion non-performing asset. And what does that mean? Just got to keep an eye on it. And the REWTF of the week, that is not a square building. Wednesday, distressed sale of the week, Mountain View home of the week.